So, real quick, I just want to mention this coffee company, Red Devil Roast. It's a coffee roasting company based out of Fort Kent, Maine, and it's veteran owned. My sister-in-law Elise got me hooked on homemade espresso like a month ago, and that's where she gets her coffee, so that's where I get mine now too. So Red Devil Roast, look them up. I will leave the link down below. Like I said, veteran owned, very good service and fast shipping. So I wasn't sure what to get for coffee grind or roast for homemade espresso. So my brother contacted the guy, and he actually ended up putting an espresso grind on, I think it was Demonic Dark blend. He put that option on his website just for me. Well, for everybody, but like it wasn't there, and anyway, so I thought that was cool. So he did that for me and shipped it right out. It's excellent coffee. You've got to try the fantastic Java bean blend. It's really good. So yeah, good coffee. Check them out. Not sponsored. Don't know if I said that or not, but this isn't sponsored. It's just coffee that I like, roasted from a company here in Maine. Veteran owned. Maybe some of you noticed I was MIA. I try to put out 2 videos a week, but the end of last week I just didn't have any content filmed, and Joe and I went to the Augusta Sportsman Show, so that was cool. We went to that. Sadly, I don't have any footage of that because I'm a wuss, and I'm not going to film in a very public place like that. I'm just not comfortable with that. Being like the weird one with the camera, you know. But yeah, it'd been 2 years since they had that one. That was the first time that I'd been to the one in Augusta. I've been to the one that they had in Arno, and that was really good. They had like the, it was right at the university, so they had like the indoor swimming pool and stuff, and they did like fly fishing demonstrations, and they did some things with like bird dogs, and they'd have to jump in the water and go retrieve things and stuff, so that was pretty cool. But the one in Augusta, we just went. First one they'd had in 2 years. They canceled the Orno one again this year. No comment. So yeah, it was great. It was packed. I mean, it was like, especially Saturday, because we got there Friday afternoon, and there was a lot of people there, but Saturday was packed. It was like shoulder to shoulder in there. So it was great. There was some really good seminars we went to. There was tons of vendors. Stopped at the IF&W table and got some like fish identification cards and track cards and stuff for the kids, for the boys, because they're right into like Northwoods Law and that kind of stuff. So they thought that was cool. Let's see, Big Woods Bucks was there. Went to, I think we went to all of their seminars. And then a couple other ones. Went to one for training bird dogs. And it was really cool because the guy that was doing the dog one, he gave all the owners that were participating a saltine cracker, and they had to have their dog just hold the cracker in their mouth for however long until they took it out without eating it. The restraint of some of those dogs is phenomenal. I mean, most of them did pretty good. And then they also had like this live pigeon with a little harness on, connected to a fishing pole. And like they would have it up on this platform so you could see the little bird sitting there. And then they would have one of the owners and the dog come up and point. So they would have the dog point and like tell it to stop. And that dog... those dogs, I should say, there was lots of really good, well-trained dogs. They would just stop on a dime. It was amazing. So yeah, we had a great time. Went out to eat, and so there was like an IHOP connected to the hotel that we were staying in. And Friday night, when we went there for supper, the hostess put us in this booth next to this great big table that had this family. I'm not sure where they were from, but they traveled, because I know they took a flight. But there was like, I don't even know how many kids, tons of kids, and oh my word, they were like running all over the place, and like one of them had like, I kid you not, like snot hanging right down here. I'm like, this place is empty, and they put us right next to these guys. Oh man, but no, they had fairly good attitudes and stuff. It's just, you know, like the one time a year that we didn't have our kids, we still had to look at snot while we were eating our supper, you know. And then I heard this one little girl, she was probably, I don't know, like 8 years old, and I heard her talking to her relatives about the flight to Maine, and she's like, oh yeah, we're supposed to wear our masks on the plane, and there was this one guy that didn't want to wear his mask, and we could only take our masks off if we were eating something, so the whole flight he had a french fry in his mouth, and I almost lost it right there. I'm like, man, that must have been one soggy french fry. Oh shoot. Oh man. So that actually makes me, I'm gonna pick on my dad for a little bit. So growing up, us kids weren't very long figuring out that if we went with Dad anywhere, we just knew we were in for like at least a half-hour wait at some point during the travel, because it almost never failed. He'd run into somebody that he knew, and he'd be jibber-jabbering it up for a good half hour. So we'd be sitting out in the car, he'd just run in to pay for gas. We knew we weren't going to see him for like a half an hour. So we would people watch. We would just sit there and we'd watch, you know, people coming in and out and going about their business and stuff. And I still people watch. Let me know down in the comments how many of you guys like people watch. Because like now, I'll sit in a parking lot and I'll be looking around and just like, oh yeah, people watching and everything. And you know what people are doing now? They have no idea who's going by or what's going on there the whole time. Dude, you're missing out on some good entertainment. Anyway, so we had a great weekend. We're back. Our sap pails were overflowing. Looking at the temperature trajectory this week, and I think this is probably going to be our last week for sap, which, I mean, makes sense. We're in April now. So the buds have not opened yet on our maples, but they are going to soon. And I really wanted to boil it down today because we need to, but it is just too windy today. That wind is whipping and the grass is so dry. You're not supposed to get any rain till like Friday, so I might have to set up a turkey cooker and a propane tank on the porch. We do something. So, alright. Coffee, Sportsman Show, sap. Oh, yeah. So, I got a Gurney's package today. And I have been waiting to open it with you guys. So, it hasn't been sitting around too long, don't worry. The FedEx guy just came a little bit ago. So, when I put in my Gurney's order, it was quite a while ago. And I had ordered 2 pear trees. 2 different varieties. Well, evidently, they ran out of one of them because they refunded me for it. So I only have 1 pear tree. 1 pear tree will produce fruit by itself. I've seen it in 2 different places. They will produce fruit, but you get better pollination if you have 2 different kinds of pear tree. So, stapled off. So this is all that I have today. I've got some more stuff that will be coming later on as the temperature warms up. Let's see if I can get it open. But yeah, I mean, I ordered my stuff early and still hit an out of stock situation. Oh well. I'll just get the other kind next year. I forget which one this one is, so we'll have to check her out. Oh yeah. Got it in there all nice and cozy. Let's see, which one was this? This was the Ambrosia. Ooh. Ooh, those roots look pretty dry though. Yep, standard Ambrosia pear tree. There we go. And not a bad little tree. So I'm not going to plant this right now. So what I am going to do is I'm going to wet an old towel and wrap it around those roots. I'll wrap that damp towel around the roots, tuck it all back in this box, and then I'm going to set it down in my cellar where it's cool until I plant it. But it's a pretty good looking tree, other than the fact it's a little drier than I expected, but alright, so we'll take care of this little guy. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Just waiting on the wind to change so I can boil sap. Got my pear tree. Went to the Sportsman Show. Other than that, she's just the same old thing, different day. The robins started singing though. They're all out singing their hearts out first thing every morning now. I go stand out on the porch with my coffee and listen to them. Well, I think that's everything. I would like to give you guys a orchard tour. Today probably wouldn't be a very good day, even with the dead cat on the microphone. I think that wind would still be pretty brutal. Yeah, on a nice day, I will take you guys out and show you around the orchard and the different like berry bushes and stuff we got going on there, if that interests you. So let me know down in the comments if you guys still people watch. And take care, and I'll catch you on the next one.